another upgrade video for Norm. These arrived in the mail yesterday. Thank you to Ops Offroad. These guys are amazing. I've always wanted to, one of the first upgrades to be the throttle controller. So I spoke to Joel at Ops Offroad, and absolute pleasure to deal with. Those guys are awesome. So I've got the throttle grenade, which I'm going to install very soon. I'm not one to do instructional videos because I'm not a very switched on guy normally when it comes to that sort of stuff, but this is very much plug and play. I got this from the guys too, Anytime locker. It's a diff locker. It is exactly what it says, an anytime locker. Normally on the Navaras, you can only lock the rear diff when it's in 4 low, but with this you can do it in 4 high also, which is particularly useful from what I've heard when you're on the beach in sand and you're in the 4 high gear. So that will be a video for another day because I've got to do a lot more research on the installation of that. It may even be above my capabilities, but we'll get to that another time. So the throttle grenade. Open the box and it's just got the your face, the controller. So we got a lightning cable to power the face, the actual CPU, and the 2 switches. So I'll unplug the throttle switch in the car, which this will plug into, and then it gets piggybacked from the other switch, and it's as simple as that. I'm going to have to work out a way to feed the lightning cable up to the actual face, but we'll work that out as we go. Pretty simple. Cables for the wiring to tidy everything up, and a user manual. I don't look at manuals, I fly off the seat of my pants, so we'll see how we go, eh? Alright, whether it's going to show up on camera or not, I'll do my best, but obviously got the throttle there. I'm trying to set this light up. There we go. So you can see the actual clip. Jeez, I need a camera person. Maybe one day. It's got that red. Can't see because of my fingers, but slide that red clip out. It'll slide towards you, and the cable will just simply lift up. So you can see that there. Now that will go into the actual throttle grenade controller, go through the CPU, and then I'll plug the CPU into the existing socket where that came from. Okay, so that's what I've removed from the actual throttle of or accelerator of the Navara. So what will happen now is that clip will go into this socket of the actual throttle grenade, and then it will go through this CPU and it'll get piggybacked to the other clip. So I'll need 2 hands for this, so bear with me. Yeah, there was no way I was going to do that with one hand, but I'll try and zoom up once I find the controls. Yeah, we're going around in circles. Okay. Is that it? Yep, that's it. So that plug that I took off the nav throttle control is now plugged into the CPU of the throttle grenade, and now all I have to do is replace what I took off before, plug this back into the actual accelerator of the nav. Okay, the throttle grenade is now piggybacked into the actual throttle of the Navara. All that's left to do is to wire up the lightning cable. Now, obviously I want to keep it neat and tidy, so I'll put it up through and under the back of the dash, and there's not many places to actually put the face of the throttle grenade. It's got some 3M sort of backing tape, but I stole this idea from JP Captured, and by far the best spot is under the cup holder here. There are other sort of flat spots, but this is the best spot that's easily visible from the steering wheel, and you can change it easy rather than without too much fuss. Now, the tricky thing is getting the lightning cable up and in through this little gap. So it's not really a life hack or anything groundbreaking, but situations like this I find a nice long cable tie tied around the cord, so I can stick the cable tie up. It's easy to see too in the dark, and I'll be able to poke that through. I'm a dead set idiot. I reckon I went through about 10 different cable ties before I worked out the solution. So what I've done is I've fed a long cable tie in through where I wanted the lightning cable to come out, and it's attached to the lightning cable and another cable tie. So all going well, I should be able to just, with a bit of jiggling, pull it up and through. Just see it. There we go. Finally, success. Okay, so I'm not letting go of these cable ties yet until it's actually plugged in, so I've given that a good clean with some alcohol wipes so it sticks. Just take off the backing. Push it over to that side. Give myself enough room for the lightning cable and stick it on. Okay. Tidy up a bit of the wiring. But there it is. I'm just going to get under the dash and just tuck some of these wiring away and cable time. You guys don't need to see that, but once I'm done, I'll turn it on, and all going well. Unless I made a big mistake somewhere, it should turn on. Alright, moment of truth. Let's see if this works. Oop. Okay. Alright, so it's reading stock at the moment. I'll go through all the different modes. You've got a menu button here, and then a minus and a plus. So go through the different modes of sand and mud, and you can dial it up or dial it down. Off-road, explode. I think that's probably the best throttle response if you need to do any overtaking or anything like that. Intel mode apparently adjusts through an algorithm your style of driving, so I'll probably stick on that one first and crawl and back to stock. So I'll have a bit of a play with it, but yeah, it's all a bit of trial and error. I'll leave it on Intel, but apparently if you hold the menu and minus button in, it goes into a sort of disarm mode, so you can set your own 3-digit code. And that way, when you set your code and then leave the car, if someone tries to pinch it, those oxygen thieves that love stealing other people's crap.
Can I have my lighter back now, please? I don't know what you're talking about, mate.
The throttle controller won't kick in. It will just basically go into a crawl mode. So yeah, they may get away with your car and cause a bit of damage, but they're not getting away anywhere fast. Wow, I don't get excited much these days, but that was impressive. I just went for a drive and it's like a whole new car. Just a throttle response. It's like every time I put my foot down, the car just knew exactly what I wanted it to do. I wish my brain worked that way. Hey! But no. Throttle grenades, worth every cent if you ask me. Obviously there's different modes that I can't check out until I get out, you know, in the outdoors and in the sand and mud, but Intel mode, quite impressive, quite responsive. I put it into the explode mode momentarily. Actually got a little bit of wheel spin going up the hill, so I wouldn't, I'd recommend just easing into it. But no, you can dial back like the plus and minus to suit your style or the terrain. But no, I'm very impressed. So thanks again to Joel and the team at Black Ops Offroad. I'll put their link in the I'll pin it in the comments down below. If you give them a call and got any questions, no doubt they'll be able to answer your questions. I'll be interested to see with a bit of research if there's a recommended setting for towing. Obviously not any of the crawl or sand modes, but whether you just go back to stock for towing or Intel mode or even explode. But yeah, if I find that out, I'll pass on the info. But thanks for watching. If you want to like and subscribe and support the charity Emergency, that'll be very much appreciated. But yeah, hopefully I'll be able to test this out in the open very soon, so stay tuned.